you so much for watching. Thank you. Have you subscribed? Yes, you. Have you subscribed? You. Yeah, before you go, click. It's free. Click. Just that's it. Have you subscribed? You're laughing. Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, madam, thank you so much. I can see you. We have to get to 100,000 subscribers. By the end of the year, how are we going to do that if you don't subscribe? Yes, you. Yes, you're about to click off. Why? Have you subscribed? It's free. If you don't, ask your son, ask your daughter how to. Just one click. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. Aha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Dr. Damages, please, I want Soli to tell us who are the fools on this panel.
I consider you a fool. Yeah.
On this panel, yeah. Who are the fools?
I will explain the foolish statement that you made. When you were talking about Sowore.
I made a foolish statement.
Yes, you did.
You must be very stupid if you don't know how to respect your elder. You are very, very stupid. Are you crazy? You must be very stupid to use that word on your elders. Am I your mate? You're a very stupid boy. Can you learn how to talk?
If you cannot handle it, don't ask me.
Can you learn how to talk?
Mute your mic.
See, don't be fooled with the comment section hype. So
excuse me.
Okay, hold on, guys.
I expected you to ask him to withdraw that word. Nobody is a fool on this panel.
Okay, hold on.
Stupid. Can you call your?
Okay, hold on, everybody. I know we are ranting.
Can you call your father a fool?
No, hold on.
If my father behaves like you, yes, I would.
No, please, everybody, calm down.
Uncle, right? I have the right to address Sowore the way I like. You don't know what Sowore did to me. So learn to control your emotion, right? That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. But if you don't want to control your emotion and you insult me here, I'm going to insult you 100%.
Okay.
You understand? You cannot insult me on a normal ground. Physically, you can't insult me, right? I will treat you like a child. If you insult me physically, I will handle you like a child. I don't care your age. You understand? You are powerful over the camera, so you can say whatever you want to say, but you can't yet say it to me physically. You understand? I will handle you like a kid.
Can we arrest the meeting ground?
So learn to control your emotion. You understand?
Please don't take him out. I also have a right to respond because you mentioned my name. There's no need to take him out. All you have to do is to meet them or something. And you're taking too long to manage them.
Comment.
What did you say?
Comment.
I know, but he mentioned my name, so I'm asking to respond to him.
So when he gets your time, then you make up.
No. He mentioned my name.
If you want to make it rowdy, I will take you out.
Take me out, you son of a bitch. Take me out. You think
serious?
you're a big boy because you're moderating.
Take him out, please.
Hello, come on, don't use such word now.
February next year, all of you will be in trouble if APC wins. Go and check. What do you check? There is a tax law. Immediately after election, APC will implement the tax law. The tax law is if I pay you 100 million naira for your building materials, automatically 25 million will leave your account. If you say it's a lie, take my statement to your lawyer. Tell your lawyer, give me the tax law and explain it to me. I'm a lawyer. The moment you pay, I come here, you give me building materials, he says it's 100 million, you say it's 20, if he says 20 million, if I pay you 20 million, Tinubu will collect 5. If you say it's 500,000 naira, Tinubu will collect 25% of every payment you get will go to the federal government. Okay, so let's even leave that. How does it affect everybody? It doesn't affect you alone. How does it affect everybody? If I come and I'm a landlord and I'm building a house, you charge me 25% because you won't bear it alone. You transfer it to the person who bought it. I will go and put 25% on the rent. If the rent, the man who rented the house is a doctor, to treat you, he will do what? If he's a carpenter, what will he do? You see, I don't even mind the tax. What I mind is that even after the tax, the money goes into private pockets. Now, by the time you come, people won't come to buy your goods again because there's no money to buy the goods. you will not be able to go around to buy more materials. If you want to survive, don't look at my face. Whether you like me or not is immaterial. It is about you.
Yes,
it's about your children. Yes, you will not have money to pay school fees, because if you build that man 25%, school fees will increase by 25. Yes, this is not joke. I cannot say this in public if it's a lie. If you say it's a lie, Biko, go to your lawyer. If your son is a lawyer, call him. Say, my son, explain to me what is this tax law. And ask your son, why is Tinubu not implementing it now? Why is he waiting for election to finish before he implements it? He's waiting to finish so that you don't punish him. If Tinubu says, oh, Tinubu is a hero, he's wrong, let him implement the law. If he implements the law, he will not even contest. Because even his mother and brother will vote for us. But he has kept it aside, waiting for you people to vote. After voting, if he's lucky, then the law will come. Then people will start crying. Then I will start laughing. You know, I was in APC. All the people that were doing graga in APC, graga. I was begging them, oh, I'm better than this man. They say it's a lie. Now when I see them, I will start laughing like a madman. They say, why are you laughing? As I told you, and 80% of them, he has sacked them. He has sacked Badru, he has sacked Ganduje, he has sacked Erufai, everybody, they run. And me, I'm still doing what? I'm still laughing. Don't allow me to come here next year to laugh you in their shop.
Abuga oga, ko yanzu abuga oga, kai abuga oga, abuga oga, koyo kai abuga oga, kai abuga oga, su fito mu kara oga, su fito mu buga oga, kai su fito a fada oga, ku bugan ganga, ko a cikin tafiyar mu bar.
All right.
I think, okay, maybe if he will join now.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. We are back again. Yeah, on popular demand right now. So, AY is here. Where
this
is
weekend?
it?
Tomorrow, no work tomorrow.
Yeah, but I need to do some home.
No, not you.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
So,
but that this thing you and the masker you are discussing, the VAT, the tax Amechi just explaining.
yes.
And sincerely, he did get it correctly. So VAT is currently 7.5%. Tinubu have they planning to increase to 10%. They've not increased it. But however, the transfer, the charges. So what happened with the banking system? When you say I transfer 1 million naira, banks will have their transfer fee. They will have some charges. Any charges bank impose on that money, if they charge 7.5%, if any of their transfer fee, they will need to pay 75% of fee to the federal government. Any fee, like all these maintenance fee, they will take 7.5. So that has nothing to do with the customers. Then the other VAT is when you go to the store to buy, say, something. There are items that are excluded from VAT. I don't know them right now. But when you go, say you buy something for 100,000 naira, they will automatically calculate VAT on it, which is 7.5. That means instead of paying 100, you now pay like 107.5. So yeah, except they increase it to 10%. I don't know why they want to increase it. 10% is too high for Nigeria. Yeah, 7.5 is even too high, but it's still better than nothing. But
You see,
yeah,
that's my problem with the Nigerian laws. They just go to an European country and lift up a law and come and implement without even looking at the social
people's
economic
salary. Yep.
Yeah.
The living wage of the people.
Yeah. So you do that and you want to get the same maximum benefit for a little effort. How does that work?
Yeah.
You see, in this place where these things are charged. For instance, in Maryland, you have a day that is tax-free where you can buy whatever you want to buy without any tax. And apart from that, at the end of the year, they refund some money to you for which
Of course, they refund some money. Yeah.
So, but they're just lifting these things and just doing it No, look, there is a transport system that works here. All right. Vehicles where there are no where there are no transport system, vehicles are subsidized that you can pick it up and government to meet up the other this thing and you gradually pay off. These things are not available where these laws are being implemented. How do you want the ordinary person?
Yes.
In fact, some states in America right now that this war is going on, they have already removed tax on the gas, so you can go and buy gas at a very lower rate because they removed the tax on it. What is government doing to benefit the ordinary Nigerian?
So let me add to it, KJ. That is why you see when the government say they fighting corruption, I laugh. Corruption cannot go away. Crime will keep increasing in Nigeria because some of the people you give gun, some of them earn less than 100,000 naira. There are people in Nigeria today, they are still paid 50,000 naira, 40,000 naira as salary. You heard what Obe said now. In Nigeria, the cost of living, if you have family of 5, for you to eat a meal is definitely gonna be, if you manage, you will manage 5,000 naira. And this man is gonna pay house rent, he's gonna pay children's school fees. So if the government needed to do something good, anybody less than 1 million naira, first, no tax. First, you start from there. Because you cannot be charging a classroom teacher that is any 75,000 naira. It doesn't make sense. So, like you also said, there is no way of getting rebate. There are no subsidized item in the country, except you have state that will say, let me buy buses. The transportation, the cost of transportation in Nigeria is very high. If you are in Nigeria now, if you take Uber from here, Uber of 2 kilometers, they will be you straight up 3,000 naira. If you are taking Uber of 10 kilometers, you know how much you're gonna be coughing out. So the system is putting now, even Nigerian middle class is also putting them more into poverty section, which is very bad. So the government are not paying attention to this stuff. So it's really, really bad. If you think you're doing well, that is why what Obe was explaining now, let's say you come from abroad, because if you're doing well, all eyes are going to be on you. You're driving a good car, all eyes are going to be on you. In America, for example, if you see somebody driving Lamborghini, you can look at it. Oh, it looks beautiful. Oh, this nice car. But in Nigeria, you are driving that car in the midst of poor population. How do you want them to free you? So those that can rob you will look for a way to go and rob you. So these are the issues. So the rich are getting richer, especially the politicians, they're stealing money from the government. The poor, you just left them there in poverty. They are getting poor every day. So that is the issue they need to address if they really care about the country. The poverty level is getting worse every day.
All right. Thank you so much, AY. Thank you also for joining early. Let us look at another issue that just came up this week in America. And this is the video that accomplished that. Let us hear it.
United States and Nigerian forces recently carried out a joint operation killing a senior Islamic State commander in Nigeria. Now, the president has alleged that Nigerian Christians are being targeted. Why does this joint military operation happen? What does it all mean for the future of U.S. involvement there?
Well, we've been involved now for close to a year, and this has been on and off, though, since prior to 2015, as you remember the emergence of Boko Haram during that time period. President Trump designated Nigeria a country of particular concern, myself and others refocusing the administration's attention to that, which happened October 31st of last year. And in that announcement, President Trump tasked me personally to go investigate this issue of Christian persecution, Christian genocide in Nigeria, which is what I did. I traveled to Nigeria with my colleagues from the Appropriations Committee and put together this report that we presented to the White House with a number of key recommendations on how we can try to protect those populations that are suffering at the hands of Islamic radical terrorists. So this is something that the president is acutely focused on, as he should be, and so am I. And I think many around the country are. I just a couple hours ago walked out of church to be on television here with you, and I heard from many people, thank you for focusing on this issue. So I think it's something that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts.
For politics, MC Oluomo will be your next governor. Mushroom picking will govern your state if you continue to exclude yourselves. So I beg you, those of you who have an estranged relationship with your PVC, go and make up with your PVC. Stop the quarrel. Speak to those in your circle. It doesn't mean that every Nigerian problem will be cured, but at least we can begin the journey to sanity. This coming election is a clash of visions. Is either you want to continue on the old trajectory, keep doing things the way we've been doing it for the last 62 years, or you are interested in traveling in a different direction. That decision is exclusively yours. The Nigerian ruling class is obliged to pretend that we are a democracy every 4 years. So this time around, we have to play the game of pretense again. We are a democracy. So because they say we are a democracy, you have to remember your PVC. When you have your PVC, you have to ignore the lies they will tell you about ethnicity, about religion, all the things that they have used to divide you, whilst they themselves have not been divided. You must of necessity remember each and every one of those things when it is time to take the decision. There are only two ways to change a country, especially this our own country. We are faced with two choices. Is either the gun or is your PVC. You are going to have to decide which one is going to be. But our current trajectories are unsustainable, and Nigeria will eventually collapse if we kept traveling on the path that we are locked into. So we have a choice. Because of these young ones that I saw earlier on coming to minister to us, because of these little ladies out with the mom, because of some of us who have children, a lot of us here, we close our eyes and we envision a better future for Nigeria than what we have. But it's not going to happen because we sat still in one corner and we believe that it's none of our business and we became disengaged from the process. 2019, 27-point-something million voted out of a voting population of, I believe, 81 million. That meant that only a third voted in that election. When such low numbers participate in the process, it becomes easy to manipulate. It also becomes easy to buy votes. It also becomes easy. I'm told that in this particular neighborhood in 2019, people were prevented from voting. That was because people were not particularly engaged. If sufficient numbers of you were engaged in the process, they will be too scared to come. How many talks do they have? We are more than them, but we can only discover our numbers when we stand, thank you, when we stand our watch. I will stand my watch. That is an active decision. It's not passive. There is nothing passive about watching. They say, sit down, look. Sit down, look is not passive. You have to decide to stay awake to look. So this one that we have been doing since all these years, where we have made victims of ourselves by our refusal to engage with the system, it has to stop. Already in several parts of Nigeria, life is nasty, short, and brutish. I would like to close by bringing something to us, and I thank the survivors who have come up here to share their experiences. I wasn't part of NSAS. When I saw it, about 2 days ago, on the anniversary, Facebook reminded me. I asked them 2 years ago, I said, the lazy youth, are you planning a revolution or what? Because this doesn't look like a protest anymore. If we didn't plan a revolution in 2020 and people were murdered senselessly and their humanities are being denied because the state continues to deny what its own panel of inquiry has unanimously agreed happened. Let us be clear, the Lekki panel was exclusively peopled by persons nominated directly by the Lagos state government. I believe there are a total of 7 of them. And out of those 7, about 3 came directly from the Ministry of Justice. 2 of them have become judges after the panel sitting. It was a unanimous decision. It was clear and unambiguous.
Okay, again, you are welcome. This is a special broadcast. As you can see, Sister Ify is going to lead. I'll just be by the side assisting her to bring in people and all that. Sister Ify, you can take on from there, and I'll just be behind. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, KJ. Good evening, everybody. Of course, every evening we gather here just to talk about issues concerning our country, Nigeria. I mean, we might all have our individual differences when it comes to politics, but I'm sure that we are pursuing one goal, and that one goal is just to make Nigeria a better country. Nigeria is a country of more than 250 million. We don't even have the accurate number, to be honest with you, because we don't have database. So we're just making up these numbers. But we just understand that Nigeria is the biggest country in the continent of Africa. A lot of countries look up to Nigeria as the country. But unfortunately, this is where we find ourselves. There is nothing good, people can say about our country. Let's talk about the leadership in Nigeria. Let's talk about politics. We have an upcoming election in 2027. We have different opponents. We have different opposition. We have the incumbent, who is the current president, President Ahmed Tinubu. We have questions regarding our 2023 elections. We haven't had the answer. We don't know clearly because a lot of people believe that the election was rigged, that the president did not win the election. Now we are back looking forward to 2027. We have one of the biggest opposition leader, who is Mr. Peter Obi, and others. Others, we're not even sure of them, but we know about OK. The situation of Nigeria, my brother, he just got back from Nigeria. I went in I think last 2 years, I can't even keep up with dates. And the situation of Nigeria is very interesting. We cannot boast of anything in our country. We cannot boast of steady electricity. We cannot even boast of pipe-borne water. We cannot even boast of a good working healthcare system. Insecurity is nothing to write home about. It's not, it's even we don't even have to talk about it. There is nothing in Nigeria that we can say that is working. So in as much as we come here every day, every week, to discuss about our country, but, definitely I haven't seen any change in our country so far. We have seen that APC conducted their last election, and Tinubu won with 10 million votes. We all saw that how that election was conducted. And honestly speaking, this is just to tell us what is going to happen in 2027. But the question remains, are we ready? Because if we are not ready, Tinubu will win the election with 50 million votes, or even with 200 million votes. I haven't seen anything that says otherwise. Even though Uncle Ike, was saying that, he believes that the opposition, that Peter Obi and others are doing something, underground. We don't know, but we just hope it is true. But like I said in earlier program where Mr. Oti didn't like my, what I said, looking at the way Nigeria is going right now, my brother, you said it, that people are fed up, people are tired. They don't believe in election. They don't believe that their votes can count. To be honest with you, I think we're going to have a lower vote. Of course, they're going to inflate the figures. Imagine prior to the last election, Tinubu won with 8-point-something million votes. And now today, only primary, he won with almost 11 million votes. So where are the 11 million votes? that voted for Tinubu? Where are they? You have to look at our electoral system. We passed an electoral law a few months ago. And we have somebody like Mike Iginla, and he looked throughout that electoral law that was passed, and he said a lot of stuff that we didn't even know, that we were not even talking about until he brought it out. He mentioned it, then we started talking about it. So that election will only favor our president, Tinubu. Everything in that electoral process, I did not see that. They did not even debate on that electoral law. However, it has been passed. And my question again remains, how are we going to conduct a free and fair election under this electoral process, electoral law that was just passed? How can there be free and fair election? Of course, there cannot be free and fair election. Whatever that is going to happen, they're going to rig the election. Expect Nigerians. It's up to Nigerians to come out in mass and unite together to get these people out of power. I know we can do it. It is doable. If you give up, imagine living your life these last 3.5 years. This is just introduction, what we're about to see in the next election if Tinubu takes over power again for the second time. And mind you, we are borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. I think the last time we almost at 90 trillion naira debt. And guess what? Tinubu just borrowed about 1.2 billion about 2 weeks ago. About almost a month ago, he borrowed about 500 and something million. The question remains, what are they doing with this money? As 4 of us are sitting down here, I mean, with each and every one of you, starting from AY, I need somebody, I keep asking this question every day. Are we actually practicing democracy? If this is what the democracy is all about in Nigeria, then we don't have no business, I keep saying it, having democracy and Nigeria in one sentence. So with what is going on, the ways of the 2027 election, the opposition power, the ADC, I saw the faction, the other guy won the presidential primary. I wonder what is going to happen between Atiku and Amechi. I don't know whether they're going to have 2 APCs. I don't know. We are just watching. Of course, we have the OK ticket. We have PRP. I don't know what is going on in SDP. I'm not sure, what's going on there. So, are we ready for the 2027 election? Is Peter Obi ready? Is OK ticket ready? I know the Northerners. I know they have the support of Conquest, so I know. But again, we still have time. Anything can change. Even if the election is tomorrow, anything can change tonight within 24 hours. So I'm asking you, AY, what do you think about the upcoming election with everything going on in Nigeria?
Yeah, greetings again. So the ADC you just mentioned, actually, there is a faction of ADC that nominated Ibe Kachuku as their presidential candidate. There is another one that is going to do their national convention, I think tomorrow on this week. What was the other guy's name? Bala something that is out here as a more. Then you have the re-ADC of Atiku and Amechi. It's very interesting what is going on in Nigeria. The desperation of the politicians is a big problem. Even the Atiku himself, ADC belongs to Atiku. This is the honest truth. I will be shocked if Amechi can clinch that ticket. But I think Atiku is the biggest problem in ADC. If he was just Ati as a statesman and not contesting, that would have been good. He would have just allowed Peter Obi and Amechi fight for that ticket. That would have make it much easier for the opposition to unite. Because right now the opposition are just divided across board. In NDC, Peter Obi and Konko. So yeah, that's a bit settled. The PRP declared the former governor of Cross River, Donald Duke, to be presidential candidate. Probably they are going to clear more people. It's very confusing. I don't even know why we have all these plenty parties, right? So if you look at the whole political system, the whole electoral process in Nigeria, I said before 2023, sincerely, I thought we were improving. But now I can categorically tell you we are actually retrogressing. We are not improving on it, because if you watch what happened with the APC primaries, the positions across the country was insane. I wish you know a lot of these states. The position was insane. They have a lot of unpopular candidates right now. So you ask yourself, when they are dishing out tickets like this to whoever they think they want, they like, you ask yourself what will happen in the general election, because it's going to be more like rig you in by fire by force. Obe will tell you what happened in Benin, in the case of the Edo South Senatorial District, where the popular candidate could not even win the ticket. They gave the ticket out to who they want. So this is a problem. But places like Benin, they are going to face a very big fight, because I can tell you, Benin will most likely vote for a fresh person from a different political party. But there are places they don't have the political understanding in that way. So there are states where the rigging is very massive. Honestly, I think APC we implode in no time. It's gonna be worse than PDP. It might split into probably like 20 places. APC will implode that one for sure. The highest that will happen now, Tinubu will just bribe those that lost election with positions. But before 2031, APC will scatter, like it will implode. That one, I'm very sure of that. Because it's not that they have the same ideology. It's not that they are united. It's just because it's the ruling party. People are benefiting, because in Nigeria, it's more like winners take all. People are benefiting. What we really need, we need a system that is just working. That is what we need. Electoral
what
system.
Is that system? I know we need a system. I know. We all know that. But the question is, how are we going to get there? Nigeria is not working.
So it's supposed to be a gradual process. But okay, I'll give you an example. If you watch from when Goodluck Jonathan was in power, you will see the INEC chairman then, Jega, actually improved the electoral system. When Buhari came, you will see that even APC lost a lot of off-season elections. It shows that there was some level of credibility even during Buhari. Now it's getting worse. The opposition are really struggling. Now, even for them to also come together, they can't come together. So if you go back to the state, right? You go back to a lot of the state now, what is going on? You will see even the PDP structure collapse into APC. Labour Party in some state collapse into APC. So the people doing this, it's because of the hunger. They are just selling out the party for peanuts. They go meet the governor. Oh, you give us money, we got to collapse the structure. So you see majority of the member of the party, we just collapse their structure. So it's just the hunger. There is no ideology. They don't care. Look at all the Labour Party members that won the election through the Obi wave in 2023. Those that were in the Senate, those that were in House of Rep. Go and see how many of them that are remaining in Labour Party. They all moved to APC. Few of them moved to ADC, but that's the problem. So they were supposed to stay in Labour Party, build the party, keep fighting, try to win more governorship election, try to fight for the presidential election, but they are not there. So you can't see them. Even after 2023 election, you expect them to go to the House, the Senate, the House of Rep, at least be opposing some things. Did you ever see one day they oppose anything? That is the problem. They were not opposing anything. You just go there and sit down, that slave dog. Oh, they bring any document you sign. Why can't you even try to pull out a bill? I said, at least let people hear your voice. Even if it's not passing through, we know, okay, there is hope of the opposition. The moment they won election, they went to the house to sleep. That was what happened. Exactly what happened. Even the people, the senators that were speaking in the Senate, were even member of APC, especially somebody like Adam Shomole, Ali Udume, few senators, maybe up to 3, 4, 5 of them. Natasha, few senators. You go to House of Rep, the House of Rep, almost half of House of Rep, they were opposition. They were not speaking. They didn't pass any bill. They didn't even fight for electoral reform. There was nothing. So that is where the problem is. So they just, it's more like once they know they will benefit something, they will get something, they don't care, they don't want to make the sacrifice. This is the problem we are facing. So okay, now a lot of evil APC sitting member of Congress, they lost their election. Okay, now do you hear them cry? Because ordinarily, if you have an electoral system that is working, you can easily go back to your people and you canvass for vote. As you tell them, oh, look at what I did, you know, the electoral system, you trust the electoral system, you can afford to pay and work hard, convince the people to vote for you, they can return you to the house. Now, instead of you to do that, you go and look for the political leader in APC now, the godfathers, and be dobale for them, Ogasa. That's why, that's just the system. You will be shocked if you want to do politics in your local government. The kind of leaders, the so-called leader, they will tell you to go and meet and be prostrated for. You will be shocked, like, so I should go and prostrate for this. No, I'm not going to go there. So that is the system. That is what is going on in Nigeria. It's sad, you know, but the whole thing is, assuming these people are thinking of the future of the country, you know, in 20 years, in 50 years, your children will be here, your grandchildren will be here. I don't think they will do all this. So the way they do it is more like, I don't care. I'm just going to live my life. Because look at the senators, for example. An average senator is like 50. Yeah. So how many years do you have to live? But if you want to do the right thing, you should be thinking of your grandchildren, your children. When I live, because of my children, I have to fight. I have to do better. But they don't care. Even when they are 70, they want to do the baba things. Even when they are close to the grave, they don't care. So this is the problem. So the country is getting worse. Things are getting worse. Population is blowing up. Nobody care about the population. Nobody care about the structural decay. That's why you see the crime is crazy. Everything is crazy. So we are supposed to be thinking of the future. We don't have, I don't think Nigeria have 100 years country plan. We don't.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you made a point, and I've thought about that point before, about is it possible that we can have only 2 political parties like they do have in this country, where they have Democrats and the independent and the Republicans. Then, you have independents, I don't understand the reason why we have about more than 20 political parties in Nigeria. It's going to make, I don't think it's going to strengthen our democracy, to be honest with you. Imagine if we have only 2 political parties, the party in power and the opposition. I think personally, is going to make our, democracy stronger, in the sense that you don't have no choice. It's either you belong to APC or you belong to ADC. Okay. But I don't know the possibility of that in Nigeria. But anyway, let's hear what Obi has to, say. My brother, welcome back. I know you are fresh from Nigeria after eating the real organic food.
And don't
Yeah, thank
shiny.
you.
I know
Don't shiny.
you were sleeping.
He
When
didn't
you
want
were
to leave
sleeping,
it.
you are sleeping with one eye open. You know, you
Was
are not
it
sleeping with your full chest.
was it actually shiny? It was not shiny now.
Okay, no one come up for
You could imagine when they came to pick me from the airport, they had to make me sit in the back of the car that is heavily tinted to drive me into it,
So they don't see you.
to move me to the house so that they won't be that you don't come back or you understand? Anyway, and I tell you the truth, the
I
thing
know
bad
now,
though.
I know.
It's
I
bad,
am
you
laughing
know.
because
I was home last year.
It's not.
October.
It's not even as if you were a face that was no. It's just the impression of the environment that you live in today is different from what we used to know. It's that bad. Oh, well, wifey was very careful so that there won't be any flag point that that
I
guy
was
don't come
home.
back or
I was
you
in the
know that
village
kind
in
of thing.
October
We
last
just
year.
we just living in the shadow of reality of what we used to be. Those days now, you don't even need to fence your house that high, you know, so that the whole ventilation will come in. Now you have to stay in the cage. You build a bungalow. Your bungalow is fenced almost as high as the bungalow. Tell me where air will come from. Not for sky. It's sad though. It's sad, my brother. But what are you gonna do? You know, you just look at the end of the day. We say our people don't understand that they don't need so much to be happy. You don't need that this money they are actually keeping. It's just for car and house and to carry women who are sleep in the hotel. That's all this money they are keeping. Oh. Not even building foundation, no structures, no setting up businesses. They just fooling themselves as if life is all about to eat, to oppress your neighbors around you, to drive big car, and that is where it ends for them. Money is like a god. It's like they don't know that money is just to make transactions and you move on. That's life. Eh? I told them, why are people still thinking like this in the first place? Well, how many food are you going to chop? How many room are you going to sleep? How many space of bed do you need to live on for the little years remaining in your life that you are doing all this? You are amassing this wealth for who now?
Yes.
Even if you look at it, the children will give birth to never enjoy the wealth we're going to live for them. They never do. So why are people not learning? You now begin to understand what is happening to the black man or to we Nigerians especially. Is that it's just imagine the political scene now. Somebody like me, I will be in that line. I will hear 100, 1,000. In fact, for me to be in that line before, I must be crazy to be in that line anyway, first of all. Or to be called an NPC man to go and queue up for that rubbish. And you hear that one. I told my people in my group chat, I said, the people who were in that line, both the person counting, the official that came from INEC, they all deserve the leaders they get. Because they all just the same character of you, the same ideology. Could you imagine that? That people that they were aware that they were being videoed though. They were aware. So you see how the system is so rotten, it's so damaged that people don't see virtues again and see values again, even in themselves. And these are people's father. They are children, they have adult kids. And we don't try to see your father in the TV doing this now. Those days we used to call them thief, highway robber, only, call them this bad names. Now they have called it to financial fraud, they are turning it to corruption, they give it, they fine tune the names. Yeah. Look at it for like what AY was saying. They will come to America to come and copy a system to implement a problem. Now you came to copy democracy. You see that America was operating two-party system and an independent candidature. You yourself didn't know that there was a reason why these guys set up these structures like this so that their system could work. You now come so that to weaken the opposition, you proliferate the whole party system, let it be even 50 parties so that you can break them into pieces. They have a major one that will be oppressive, like what PDP thought they would do for 100 years until they have to team up against them. The structure we have is damaged. Just imagine a professor, Anokwitan, who was selected from somewhere as INEC chairman, a professor. That person will come and give me a certificate to be I'm working character and learning as my professor now. And look at they cannot even be trusted just to organize a simple election that even somebody that has a OND, that even have WAEC can organize. or because you want to drive big car, they settle you with money to go and maybe travel abroad. They promise you ambassadorship, or they're going to make your family better so that your children will not be better than their peers. But is that not the reason? That's why you will not put your name on a stick and begin to talk like you don't even know law again. Is that sad? You know, that is why when I saw what Jonathan did,
bros, where your uncle now waiting to our legal luminary?
Who?
Mike.
Hey, bros, don't hide now. They don't catch up for London. Bros is on the run. So it's that he's no longer vocal again. It's the same corruption now. You say corruption because they will rubbish you when once you eat with this guy, they're going to rubbish you. It's like that. It's just with time. All of their yams are going to come out one by one, because for somebody to be very big in an industry, most of the time they have done one or two things. Believe you me, they have done one or two things, because to grow organically, we all know now. We will know if you grow organically. But this level of you don't become billionaire and you be lawyer, you practice law. How much did they pay you for the case where you didn't win? How much? So there's always a story behind these successes that cannot be quantified in terms of how it came about. There's always a story behind them. Most of them do these things. They hide money for people. They wash money. They come to clean money for them. They do a lot of things on the base. At the end of the day, they fool ourselves. Now, let's look at the structure of the country. We are so bad that I was driving past Night Post. You know, I used to be a fan of going to post letters. I'll go there, go buy this thing. Night Post was like, you go there queue. You go there queue to buy stamp, to post your whatever express post. Today is a shadow. A shadow. Not even, if you say fan, nobody even go there to go and do anything.
Yeah,
and that's a federal government institution, and people are sitting there earning salary as federal staff, doing nothing. When I mean nothing, NOTHING, nothing. Then the DHL and the FedEx have taken over the business from them. You don't know that you need to collaborate with them. Everybody, you'll be. There are so many things to be done that can make that can make the economy come back again. But they just killed it. They just make it look like irrelevant. What letter do you expect for? Are you expecting your water letter or your NEPA bill? You don't. There's no lights. Talkless will give you bill, and there's no water to share bill. So they kill structures, and the structures also kill institutions that are behind them. That is how bad they have killed this country. Then let's come to Baba that want to become president again. Number one, that guy is sick. That guy coherently is not there. And number three, he's fragile. And yet people are still, Nigerians are still, some people are still very daft, or maybe because of this corruption, this money thing, are trying to bring him back. To come and do what?
Let me interrupt you a little bit. One thing I've consistently said is this election would have been Tinubu's election to easily win. And what do I mean by that? Tinubu said he's going to give us, let's say he didn't even give us electricity. Let even say that I can say this is what Tinubu has done so far, and this is what he's currently doing. But if I ask you, if I ask AY, if I ask Ovi, nobody can tell me one thing Tinubu has done. I said it, you were not here yesterday. He went to a conference. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it's Kenya, but I can't remember where that conference took place. And they asked him specifically, what are you going to do in your second term? That's what Tinubu said. He will continue working.
Exactly.
He couldn't even give any answer.
Exactly.
And they tried to press him.
And Rwanda.
And then I asked myself, I mean, this is what we are talking about. And the whole world, they are watching you. That's why they ask you that question. Because they reference Obasanjo, they reference Goodluck Jonathan.
Yeah.
You know? But they ask you the same question. Even the interviewer was laughing. Like, you can see his facial expression, like,
yes.
You me? So, you said another thing that really caught my attention, and I've been saying this over and over again. No matter how rich you are, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bezos, Bill Gates, Carlos Slim, all these people that got money, right?
Yeah.
You can really drive one car. It might be
Yeah.
the most expensive car. You can have a private jet.
Yeah.
You can only wear one pair of suits. You can only eat as much as, I mean, what are you even eating? How much
Right.
will you eat? You can wear whatever, what are you even gonna wear? You know, at the end of the day, you ask yourself about your legacy. I'm wondering, you know, what legacy Tinubu is gonna leave behind. Because the only thing people were, even the people that are supporting Tinubu knows that Tinubu, honestly speaking, is not doing well. But it just, I guess they are afraid to tell him, just like Wale told him. You know, that's what he did. He fired Wale immediately. Okay? He doesn't want to accept criticism. He just wants to be in charge. Whatever he says, that's what he's gonna go by. I don't know the kind of politics that we are playing in that country called Nigeria, because it's no longer politics. This is a one man's rule. Whatever I say, that's what we're gonna go by. So I don't know what you think about everything that is going on. Because I mean, honestly, sometimes when I sit back and think about my country, I just shake my head because I don't know where to go from here.
I think he's trying to replicate the Lagos experience nationwide. And I think it's going to choke him at the end of the day, because Lagos is actually going to be a microcosm of the big house called Nigeria. You know, he felt because he succeeded in Lagos, he could try it out. You heard what Amechi was saying in that video that KJ played before he left, when he was telling you that why did they keep that law aside? Why? If it was a juicy, good experience, the poor is not going to pay. Why don't they just rush to implement it the way they rush to change national item? So you see that there are hidden parts there that have made them want to do this to Nigerians, and it's so sad that he's not seeing the pain of the ordinary man, because they don't actually go to the market like them. So that at the end of the day, they don't actually see the rate at which the deterioration in the system that is actually there, that people can no longer, you know, earn and live a life, an average life they used to live about 3-4 years ago, when it was even saying it was bad. Buhari, they said it was bad. Now, people can't even measure up to 40% or 30% of what they were able to achieve during that time. He's not seeing all that. All he's just saying is the propaganda they keep posting, rebasing the figures that are showing that we are doing well, you know, alphabetically, or maybe in terms of the paperwork. But in the real situation and the real life, the poverty level has grown, and it's painful for the average Nigerian. And nobody that is in the right frame of mind, that is not benefiting from the so-called evil rule, will want to support this guy for a comeback and continue what he's doing now, because it's that sad. It's bad. You didn't fix road. You didn't do anything. I was thinking, as he removed subsidy now, and he promised that he was going to light up the country, he would have said, governors, all of you owe me 1,000 megawatts of electricity power plant. All of you go and build with this money I'm giving to you. Give them money, give them timelines. In 1 or 2 years, they should be lighting up the country from their location. Imagine 36 states, we have 30,000 megawatts running. They would like to be too much, that the price will crash at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But they don't even know what to do. They were just giving them money, then they were enriching themselves, they were building structures for the election, instead of them to have put things to ground. Imagine this guy have light up the country. We'll be talking about election now. He will just win.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
he will just win without campaigning.
Look at Oti. Let's use Oti for example. Who's gonna tell me who's gonna contest against it? Anybody contesting against Oti just want to make a name for himself, just to say that he showed up. You know, the happier people told Oti, sit down, we got you. And that is how it's supposed to be. Oti doesn't need to waste a penny saying that he's campaigning.
Correct.
And even Okalo knew, that's why he withdrew, because he knew that he's gonna lose. So he ran back to go hold on to his position. Look at what happened to Adelabu, right?
Yes.
I know if you go back now to talk to him, he will say, if I had known, I would have kept my position instead of because he stole a lot of money to contest the election, you know, in his state. Unfortunately, it backfired.
And
Maybe
they ate his money.
Yeah, all of them. Maybe Tinubu will call him back to, compensate him again and give him another position. But just like he said, imagine if Tinubu had told them, all of you build 1,000 megawatt.
Yeah.
All of them. That's what I'm giving you. If you don't deliver,
you're not coming back. Right.
Back. Do you understand? And I will give you. If not, I will do this. Trust me, a lot of people will jump on that.
Yes.
Okay. And that's why I say that this election should have been the easiest election for Tinubu, because we'll be campaigning for him. Imagine if we have, like you said, my brother, imagine if we have electricity in the whole of 36 states. Imagine. Then we now start talking about police, state police.
Yes.
Everybody, each state. Because that is why this country is working.
Exactly.
If they even have not even only states, they have counties. You know what I mean?
Yes.
County police, not even state. We are not even
sheriff.
Sheriff. Yeah. Every state you go from one state to another. The state I live in, they have the Cobb County Police.
Yeah.
They have Clayton County Police, Fayette, and that is how they call crime. But how can you have one Inspector General of Police
controlling the whole country?
I mean, whose idea?
And you expect it to be effective? How?
How? You know how many cases that will be? And remind you, my brother, Mr. Mind you that all these ministers are also calling him for their one or two shenanigans.
Right.
And then other things that are going on in Nigeria. Nigeria would have been the best country to live in this world.
All right.
Nigeria would have been the best country because we are so blessed. We don't have natural disaster like what is happening all over the world.
Yeah.
We have good weather.
Yeah.
We have everything. The only thing we don't have is the good leadership.
Yeah.
And again, I said yesterday, my brother, you were not here. I said to the people that were here yesterday, as I see this new generation, I have never seen people that love money.
Yeah.
And they can do anything for money.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to drive Mercedes.
Yeah.
And the way they talk about it in my head, they will say, I bought 2020. No, they won't give you. They say tear rubber.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, this 10-year-old Mercedes is tear rubber. This 10-year-old car is tear rubber. And you are making just for you to. Why do you have to come on social media to tell us that you bought a car 2020 with 0 mileage? Do you know what it means to buy a 0 mileage car?
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, my brother, I don't know where we are heading to.
Yeah.
I love Nigeria.
Yeah.
I really want to move back home because there is no place like home.
Yeah.
Growing up, like you mentioned about Night Post, you will see I will never forget the car, the delivery man.
Yeah.
You look forward to him coming to deliver the mail. And you stick it with NEPA bill, where they have this thing. Each flat, he will come and get your mail. Each flat will come and take. Then we have decency. Then we have integrity. Then we have honesty.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that anymore.
Exactly.
My brother.
But it's very easy to bring it back, and it can even create a little activity. Just say everybody should have a mail bus. That will bring another job of producing mail buses. They revamp the system. Then start getting mails again. Then employ people. You don't even need to use a vehicle, a bicycle, electric bike are out there. Many things to deliver now. In fact, there are so many delivery companies that are doing, now the logistic company. There are very many. That's the work of Night Post. That's the job taken over by the private sector, and it's a little bit expensive and it's working in the system, But be that as it may, we will agree that they are doing all these things because they just feel that is the only way to impoverish the people. Just imagine that we have light in that country. The economic activity that will fall out of that convenience alone can cause a lot of economic value to the system. People will be happier and we will start going back home, But because he made the right proclamation on the day of swearing in, as in, if you don't get power, don't vote for me. Fine. Why didn't he follow through? I don't understand. Why? It wasn't that difficult to do. It wasn't that difficult to do. But
the power
he just ignored. Now he's not talking about it. Now he feel that it's his right to come back because he has bought the police, he got the military, he got these stupid governors who are fooled themselves that they were decapping, and they all turn into idiots around now that whatever he says goes. You imagine that. You know, another person that killed this government is Akpabio. And another person that he could not even stand as a man for just one to say, Ogami, this thing could not do him. He couldn't. It think maybe the day I saw the daughter, I didn't know that was the daughter. I thought maybe it's one madam. Small normal girl where I know for Jonathan. I don't know him again. Where it can't be like say timber load. Really? That's a child. I said, is this enjoyment our money? Is this enjoyment? Nonsense.
I mean, let's
nonsense.
Let me not even say that that's the money that kept her to But my question is this: we remember that something happened to Akpabio, had a medical emergency sometime last year.
Yeah.
And they flew him to London.
Remember her stroke,
So from Nigeria to London is about 6 hours. That's a long flight. Anything could have happened.
Correct.
You are not thinking about building. You were once a governor for 8 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. For 8 years, you did not build any hospital. Likewise, Tinubu built Lagos. If you know me, my brother, you see Lagos, I swear, if it's not because of the airport, there is nothing that will ever make me come to Lagos.
Yeah.
If you see how I hate that place.
Yeah.
My friend just went to Nigeria. She said, Ify, don't you ever, that she will never go through Lagos. She flew Ethiopian airline. She said that airline is the best airline ever. Right?
Yeah.
She stops at Enugu. Okay? And then, it's very close to East and other places she wants to go. Tinubu built Lagos. And I'm asking myself, can somebody ever tell me what is it that Tinubu built in Lagos? Because if telling me that Tinubu built Lagos, okay, fine. Let's give it to him. He built Lagos. What did he build? Number one. Number two, he built Lagos, but he's never getting his treatment in Lagos. He will go to France. His children, they don't go to school in Lagos. They all go to school in London.
Yeah.
So who did Tinubu build in Lagos? That's what I'm trying to. Because what I see is a man who is holding Lagos captive, and he's trying to implement this thing in our country, Nigeria.
Correct.
And it feels like he's succeeding. What do you think about
it? I think he's succeeded already. He's almost a kingmaker now. That is why you go and do primaries of APC in every location. Then you not come to Abuja. He said all the results that you have heard, they are all disregarded, that they are all fake. They will not come to Abuja and say, this person, give on this one. That one, give on this one. That one, give on this one. That is a kingmaker. That's what he is doing now. And by the time he mistakenly returns back, that means all the governors will be answerable to him.
Of course.
Everybody. They're talking of trickle down the ladder. It's that bad. He took over them by first of all burying the legislation. He first of all buried that one, that whenever I bring in, you don't even oppose. It's just a call through and say this thing is coming. Do the needful, and God will do it. I don't know how Akpabio got there, whether it was through negotiation to be able to effect this, but at least now. You could remember the first 4 years of Buhari with what's his name? This Kogi man, Saraki held him tight. He held him down and made sure that things were done. That was a little of democracy we saw before they spoiled it in the second tenure when they were able to take him off the picture. Buying over the legislature really have destroyed a lot of things. There is no checks and balance. Nobody is checking what he is doing. That is the bad part of it. Nobody is checkmating him. Then if you go to court, that's the end of the day. It's buried. Coupled with empowering the so-called wicked to help weaken the institutions alone. That one another way he killed it. So to me, he has been able to capture the system. If you allow him run with it, they were done with. But I think we had a lot to do now to make sure that it does not happen again. Because if he does this for 8 years, he will have too much power to begin to nominate who will be the next president, which is bad.
Yeah. And again, I don't know if you were here earlier when I asked the question and about Uzodinma, because I think Uzodinma, won the Senate seat, to come back to the Senate. He's still the governor, and that's why I don't understand, our electoral law and constitution. I believe this is what I am thinking, that he's coming to Senate to challenge Akpabio. But what I don't understand is that by the time he comes back, Akpabio will still be in power. So what is going to happen? Can somebody, because I don't know, how does that work? AY, Obey,
that means he has an off-cycle governorship handing over.
Yeah,
That means he's going to resign and hand over to a deputy.
Okay.
And create a vacuum, then go to house. I don't understand how that works. He will resign, then he will go and take an oath to go and be a legislator at the upper chamber. I don't understand how that works. In fact, Nigeria is a
honestly.
I don't understand.
Honestly, before he contests that primaries, he was actually supposed to resign.
Exactly.
I don't know the law that is.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know the law.
You can be in power and contest. So had it been he lost the election, he can still hold on to it.
Yeah. He was supposed to actually resign first, but I don't know why this is happening. Nobody is taking him to court. Yeah, he was supposed to resign first before he contests for the election.
Was it not the same thing? There was this man, is it the former Lawal? Is it not the same thing? I think he was.
Ahmed Lawal?
I think he did something similar to that.
Ahmed Lawal did something similar. When it comes to, not only him, even Akpabio did something similar too.
No, that tenure was running and they were doing election on that side. No.
In case of Akpabio contested against.
You mean contesting the presidency?
Yeah. So
okay.
In the law, you cannot actually contest for a position
and go back to the other one, right?
Lose, then you go and contest for another position,
right?
So in that way, what they were doing, they call it placeholder. They were using a placeholder.
Yeah.
To hold those positions. Honestly, APCs, they are just criminals.
Oh my God.
And again, you see, that's the frustration, I don't understand. And when I say Nigerians are keeping quiet and allowing these people to continually do what they're doing. What's his name? KJ said something about Ojos Okalo. Ojos Okalo, he has a mansion in Maryland. Okay, his family is here. I mean, his children, all of them are here. And then you ask yourself, when he is sick, he doesn't receive medical care in Nigeria. And you ask yourself, do these people ever think, like I'm thinking, anything can happen to you? The distance from wherever you are to America is the law. Anything can happen to you.
You have the private jet now.
Even at that.
The distance.
Even at that.
Yeah.
Even here where we did if you call 911, sometimes
they die for road.
A situation. Let's say somebody he has heart attack.
They can even die on the way.
Even Tinubu first son, that was how he died in Lagos. Now it was heart attack. Like
on his way to the hospital?
No, at home he had an heart attack. He just died.
Oh wow!
What if he is saying? You look at the time to move that person. Say
quick response.
You had a good hospital in Lagos, like you can easily move the person to the hospital around.
Right.
Instead of saying, I want to take him to America, I want to take him to UK, I want to take him to. So that's what he's basically saying. Sometimes you could be just unlucky.
Yeah, you're right. It's true.
If that happened to somebody in a system that is working, if you call EMS now in less than 20 minutes, they are here. You know?
Yeah. 20 minutes is too much now.
It's even too much.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because once you are telling them what is going on, they know how to route the
They're already mobilizing the closet driver to you.
Even before they take the person, the moment they put inside that they will be giving the person first aid to resuscitate the person, you know.
Mm-hmm. And they're right there in that ambulance calling report to ED.
Yeah. Oxygen, everything.
ED.
Yeah.
ED, we are bringing this patient. This is what
yeah.
Giving report. They are making,
preparing. They are getting ready, right, to receive.
Come on, people. Come on, people. This is not a rocket science. Yeah, this is not a rocket science. Let me tell you this. I've said this before. Don't laugh at me. This is not a rocket science. You see, the first time I got into healthcare here, you know, I was just like Olodo. I mean, I was just looking around like, this is heaven. I mean, it's just like I look at it, I go out, I come back, and I look at it, I go back. I come back, I look at it, and go back. Because I've never seen this before in my life. You know, I've never seen equipment. I've never seen like supplies, everything. It is very easy. It is doable.
Yeah.
Another part of this, my brother, is that these politicians, they come here for healthcare, you know, to receive healthcare. They behave very well. When I say they behave very well, they behave very, very well. You're talking to them, they're telling you, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, when they hear your accent now, they might, you know, want to ask you, where are you from? You say, okay, they will respect you. But once they get to Nigeria, they become a lion.
Yeah.
They become a tiger. Why? MC Olomo's kid, daughter, is a nurse in the same hospital I work here in Atlanta. He's a nurse. Why is she not practicing in Nigeria since his godfather built Lagos? Why is his daughter not in Lagos, somewhere in a Yaba or somewhere in a psychiatric or loot, working? I say, no, why is the person here?
And those kids are not proud of their parents, so I believe you, me. They're not proud of them.
How can?
They're not.
Because I mean, if I'm working with his daughter, with his son, I will trash their papa like I will even look at them and say,
course. Of course.
They will be ashamed. You know, they will be ashamed. So honestly speaking, I don't know at this point, honestly, we have a lot of work to do in that country. You know, somebody said to me yesterday, I went for one of my friends said graduation daughter, and we were talking about politics the other day. Well, like, if you think, I see that you're interested in politics and that, and what do you think about Nigeria? One person interrupted me and said, let us do to them what J. Rawlings did in Ghana. I get all this, put all of them there and execute them. Me. And I said to them, I said, you know what? Yes, I support that. I also support the Chinese government, what they are doing. Capital punishment. I think that will fix Nigeria, trust me.
That's the only way they can deter them. That's it.
That will fix Nigeria, capital punishment. If you steal, they buy you. If you steal, they buy you. You know. So, I mean, tell me what Chinese people are doing that we cannot do. Tell me what they're doing in China that we cannot do in Nigeria.
Yeah.
The only reason.
Why? You remember those days? You'll be telling your mates, you don't finish our clock. How far have you gone with Ababio? You know, all the OKK. How many times you come out the OKK?
How many times?
You imagine the interaction then we are in that life. But today, when I go to Benin, I know that they have like a school or like a group of people where they learn how to do for one night.
Let me tell you.
They call it the institutions where you go and sign up. And you will learn how to drop transaction.
Do you know? Obe, I was having this discussion with my younger brother. I'm like, when we were in secondary school, you are thinking of how to pass WAEC. After WAEC, when you pass your WAEC, you write your WAEC. When during jam, which school you put? which courses you feel?
Start the discussion.
I swear to God, the discussion is not around that area again. They are talking of how to
JNK, Lexus.
They are doing competition then.
Is bad now.
Where did you get admission? Which school are you going? What's your
first choice? Friends that time.
If you go to UNN, it's like you have gone to the best school.
Yeah,
exactly.
All my friends then, it's more like, which school you put for first choice? Second choice, you call which course you feel? Oh, okay. Me, I'm like, bro, the discussion is I'm like, the thing shocked me. I was discussing with my young brother. I say, what is this? Like, I said, hey, is it that bad?
It's that bad,
man. It shocked me. I remember some of our older bros there in the community.
Yes.
Now me, they go meet themselves. Like I see, this person they 500 level for Unibe for engineering. This person they this team we there you are. Now you will go meet bros. I this course. I want to go your school. You now party with the person. You be because of that education. Now things are so horrible that
oh my God,
they don't even want you to have that discussion with
at
them.
all. They say education has come.
Education. You know education help.
Exactly. That want to tell you.
It's bad.
That want to tell you.
Yeah, everybody.
It now look like they are parental failure along the line. Because if a parent cannot even put 3 square meter on the ground again, you have to go out to go and hustle.
Let me even tell you, even some parents, some fathers and mothers now, they take those children to those HQ. You don't see anything.
They too.
They take those children to HQ. You hear story and man, things are bad. Nigeria need to do something. That's what scares me sometimes.
Oh my God. HQ.
What somebody was even telling me, you see all this kidnapping, what would they call full and ESM? Full and ESM are operate you. Some of those boys, they are involved in those kidnapping.
They are, yes.
Did you see the one that happened in Aponicha? Where they kidnapped a doctor of a hospital.
Okay.
They said the guy that kidnapped the man, is a businessman.
Yeah. Some of them are involved.
It's a businessman.
They want to make quick money now. When you see 100 million, so you go buy Benz. They want to make quick money.
It's a businessman.
So they use those stuff to cover up. The rot in the society is bad. Obey. I tell you this, growing up, me, I go carry 5 naira, go buy ice cream or biscuit. Where I want to tell my mama say I see money. I say I go hide it out. Bro, talk less of buying new share. You buy new share. My mom don't know how you get that money. You go this,
Yeah.
In my own, my papa na soldier self. I bought a wristwatch. Somebody gave me money. Be like, nah, mom, still give me. I better not give me money. I buy this watch. My father said my elder brother had not bought this watch. Me, I went to buy this watch. Yes, you know, I had to pick pin for like 1 hour. This watch was supposed to help me check time. A good thing to buy. But the ideology say you don't supposed to buy. Your father never buy what they buy what.
I said then, I said you go hide for school, buy something for school.
You can't reach out, you won't die.
You go explain tire. I say now, you know your 18-year-old child does not have a job, does not have a business. He will buy a car.
Yes.
He will buy for them. He will come and give their car. They will be happy. He said he's building house. You can't ask the child, what is your job?
What are you doing?
Right. They are not interested. This is why the society is so bad right now.
Say Pikin don't hammer.
They're going to don't hammer. If you say anything negative about those children, they will tell you, say, you hate them, you don't like their progress. It's bad though. It's bad. It's really terrible.
Oh my God.
Okay, now even the politics we are discussing, people don't even know what is going on. If you know what is going on, this country you go they cry. Most of the people getting into politics now, they go do all those 419. They don't make small money. They will now move into politics.
Yes.
When they get there, They sell those office. They go even sell chair when they office. They go sell them. Oh man. The only thing that can save Nigeria now, do a proper electoral reform so that power will be with the people. The people will not decide.
I don't think that's what we need. I think they all need firing.
They all need to get off the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
they need to get off the way.
because that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to.
If you still have them there, they can bounce back again. So clear them off the way.
Yeah. So far they have their own in power.
Yeah.
They were, that's not gonna happen. Yeah.
It's what.
You know.
I'm ready to call. Make I check patients. I'll be back.
Okay.
You are at work, Seth.
Yes.
You are work. Okay. Yeah.
Cashing out. Omo Ibado is very bad.
My brother Ewa, I don't know where. I don't think we have a country anymore. I don't think we have a country, honestly speaking.
Bro.
If Tinubu can just, because they assigned to him 11 million votes, right? Because I don't know where the 11 million people came from. All of a sudden, the 11 million votes you did not get in your first tenure, all of a sudden you are gonna get it. Do you know how many votes they're gonna assign to him? I'm even asking a question. Why should Sanwo-Olu, why should he announce the result of the election? Is that his duty to do that?
You see, they are just funny, man. Sincerely, nobody is even contesting with Tinubu in the primaries. It's just they just show. They are just showing up. The truth is, nobody is competing with him. It's so funny. I don't even know why they wasting resources. Just say consensus now. Why are you pretending that somebody is competing with him in the primary? That's what I find even weird. Yeah, give him.
Even if he got 1,000 votes, he will still be the presidential candidate.
Yeah. They just want to show this thing. Election that even in the presidential election, you will not even get 10 million votes, 11 million votes. It's so funny how these people. I don't know. I think they play with fire. They don't want the country to. They don't want the country to progress.
Yeah, even talking. We could have conducted the election in Abuja. We could have conducted the River State primary in his living room. How did they get to 200 and something thousand votes? Huh?
We get. Honestly, Kai, I was. These are getting worse. The society. Things are getting worse. The biggest problem facing Nigeria now is that insecurity. The insecurity is just too much. The insecurity is a big problem all over.
I agree.
Because at least people can't move freely. You have to watch your back. Kidnappers everywhere. Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree with you. We don't have security in that country. I remember when we used to take like night bus.
Yes, now I used to use, especially when I was 7. I remember I used night bus from north to Lagos. Good morning, Lagos. You move, they're so nice. You relax, sleep. You will not even worry yourself. In the morning, you land in Lagos.
Okay.
But now, night bus, hey,
can you do that again?
For where?
Okay.
Many years ago, that used to be the best mode of transportation in Nigeria if you want to travel at night.
Yeah, that's what
I carry luxurious bus straight up, relax, and they were very spacious too. You relax. But if you're doing it now, it's still gonna be a big risk. Even with security, if they want to attack the bus, they can attack it. That's where the problem is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard one of the provider, they even bought bulletproof luxurious buses, and that will cost more money. If you are buying bulletproof, it's gonna be more money. To buy a bulletproof bus is definitely gonna the cost is gonna increase by at least 50%.
And guess who's gonna pay for it?
Why is the people now? They'll put the price everywhere now.
Okay.
Because a bus you are supposed to buy, say for 100 million naira, you will not buy it for 150 million. That's more money. So honestly, the people doing transportation in Nigeria, they are even trying, because when you look at the roads, the kind of road, you know, it takes a lot. It takes
the cost of running it.
The cost of running, the cost of maintenance. It's not easy. That business is definitely not easy. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you just had Oga KJ is back.
Yeah, the cost of running it. And again, at the end of the day, the citizens, we the consumers are gonna pay for it, because the person has to put in money in order to recover, you know, the expenses they've been so far.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. Yeah, even the airline, that's why they charge you so much. When they look at the costs of buying jet fuel, the cost of
the fuel,
maintenance, the cost of running the whole business, then you don't have option. You have to bump your price up.
Yeah.
So look at a flight from Lagos to Abuja that is 1 hour. Look at how much they sell the ticket. But even as at that, you look at what is the percentage of working population in Nigeria that can even afford flight tickets. So are you going to carry your salary, I add to it, I buy flight tickets?
It's still not even enough.
So I last I was in Nigeria, I have a friend, he has a very good job in Abuja. I'm like, how do you guys survive though? That's what I keep asking. I know these people, their salary is around 600K, 500K. Then I'm like, how do you survive with this money? How do you
500K? We are talking about $300, $400 a month.
Yeah. It's not much now. Even my very first job when I finished school many years ago was 50,000 naira. I still remember. Even as I was thinking, like I was saying, no, this is not money now. This is not money. I didn't feel like I had a job. It was more like, let me just use this to gather experience, then I will move to a newer job. But then 50,000 naira will still feed family. I said then naira was still less than, dollar was still less than 100 naira or 1,000. Was less than 100 naira.
100 and something or 200 and something.
Yeah, it was then naira was like 980 something, 90. It was later naira increased to 120, 150. Stay at 150 for a long time before everything just blow up. And then I thought it was even bad. Then if you change $100, you get 40,000 naira. Now if you change $100, you don't be millionaire, be that.
$100 is nothing. Even here, when you go to grocery store, you know, my eyes will be on that computer. I'm looking like,
no, things have really increased though. Things have really increased.
What did I buy? What did I buy?
Yeah. Things are expensive. You know here why you don't really feel it. Let's say you go fill your gas now, fill your tank, you pay like say $70, $60, depending on the car you drive. It's different from Nigeria, but in Nigeria, if you pay that money, pay over 100,000 naira, you are feeling it, except you have the money.
Even if you're a business person.
Yeah, you will feel
it. Feel their time.
Yeah, but here, because of the salary, you like, okay. People don't even feel the attack in Nigeria. You go to gas station, you buy like 10, 15,000, put 10,000. Then you start using that. Then you come back. It's abroad. I know people, you just go there, fill your tank.
Once you fill your tank.
Now the hunger now. Maybe the person does not even have the money to feed. They don't even have the money to feed the tank. So what do you want them to do?
It's true.
So this is the problem.
If they are asking you which year you finish from UNN.
Don't answer if he.
Why does the person want to know? Why do you want to know the year she finished? Why not ask me which year I finish?
If
You
you
don't
don't
say
answer
fine
them.
girl. Don't say fine girl. Which year you finish?
I'm just seeing it now. Yeah.
Okay,
they said don't
you don't
answer,
know
so I
these
won't
people.
answer. Yeah.
Monitoring spirit.
Yeah. I'll begin monitoring spirit.
I mean, honestly speaking, I don't even people that are paying school fees in Nigeria, I hail them. Honestly, I hail them.
It's not easy.
Because going to school in Nigeria now is like a luxury. You know, people cannot go to school. A lot of people prefer to go learn trade.
Yeah.
Or learn skill.
They can't pay for it now. People are starting.
So what has happened is that we are underdeveloping ourselves by ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Any country that does not take education seriously, you see, it is out of education that research comes. It's out of research that new productions are started, new ideas cropping. Now, you are not allowing people to have enough time to even think before they can research. You don't even allow people time to write, because in that chaos, you can't even write. When I used to, write scripts, I always take time to go to the community during the Christmas period. I go very early, and why do I go? We have a big odara tree in my compound, and that big tree, if you sit under it, by the time the breeze blow me 2 times, my head all come together, and I can now just put my scripts together within that time. I also take that time to do my retreat for the year. So you find out that's window of opportunity given to you because of the atmosphere that is so calm and so serene. You are able to reconnect yourself back not only to your God, but also even to yourself. You recollect yourself again and reevaluate what you have done. But now there's no time to even recollect yourself and reevaluate whether you are making progress or you're not making progress. We are all in a rat race, always running. We are just running in a circle, running, like a wheel. We just keep reclocking, and nobody is making any progress because you don't even make enough money to say you want to save. So you're only making for what to eat. And as you are eating, you are thanking God for now, but you're also looking for another one because you need another one to eat tomorrow. That's why I asked Obe that question. How much does it cost an average Nigeria to be able to feed in a day? So if feeding in a day is 15,000 naira, how much? That is 15,000 times 3 times 30.
You are saying average or KJ. Some people cannot still afford that 5,000 we are talking about.
That's what he just said. Well, for him living in a GRA, so he assumed that everybody will have 15,000 every day to feed. So if you extrapolate it now, since he lives in a GRA and he thinks that 15,000 is enough, what about those living in the suburb of Benin? How much would they need to eat?
Do you know ice fish?
Yes, the ice fish now is very expensive. It's a rich man's work.
Growing up, I remember I used to go to markets. Now I grew up in Onitsha, so I used to go to market because my mom, she would tell you don't buy the horse. She doesn't like horse. I prefer horse. My mother prefers mackerel, right? You might buy like one horse, one head, depending on how many people are home. Then you buy meat to cook it. Then it's about 10 naira, 5-10. I cannot forget about it. You buy 2. Then, or even less, because I remember my dad used to give my mom feeding money 60 naira a week. 60 naira a week. I will not forget that. 60 naira. You know, I was talking to my mom. I said, Mommy, when daddy? I said, then. It wasn't even enough. She said it wasn't enough then, but she was managing it. 16 naira.
That is, and when they say these things, people think it's when Nanda Azikiwe was a small boy. It wasn't when Nanda Azikiwe was a small boy. It just some few years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Okay, just few years ago. The university I went to, my hostel fee and everything is 45 naira.
You see?
45 naira. You get a hostel, you get a mattress, you get a meal ticket that they cut every morning for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even when you show up the cafeteria, they will cut one of the tickets for that meal, and that ticket will take you through the semester. Now, I went to a school in this present Nigeria. When at the end of your semester, you don't have money to go back to your home, you go to the student affairs office and say you don't have transport to go, and they will calculate your mileage and give you exactly what to carry you from the university to your house. And it's not that when they are coming next semester you bring it back. That is money given to you from federal. Yes. Today.
Yeah, that time they used to give. Is it bursary? There's something.
Yeah, I never even got bursary.
I did not receive that.
Yeah, I didn't. Eastern people didn't get. They never gave bursary, so yeah, I never received. And the federal government never. I mean, I didn't think it was. I was ready to go through all that process to get it, so I never got it. Okay, I never got it. Okay, you went to UNN and you did
NYC UNN.
UNN 1990. Okay, so I don't want to say it. Maybe this guy go. In any case, it's good you did NYC in UNN. I'm sure you must have done it at Chiamanda's school, the University Secondary School. So okay. That's not, if it was not University Secondary School.
I didn't go to University Secondary School.
Magana don't close with that. All right, whichever one it is. Take your eyes off my sister.
Oscar blast so. Make you now remove I.
Yeah, but anyway, it just and let me tell you something. You still get benefits, going to school here. They have home scholarship, because when I went to school here, I didn't know I was JJC now. I remember, I thought nobody actually gave me direction, how to go about some things.
That's very important.
So, I thought once you bring your university certificate, once you say that you went to university, they're gonna do this and do that. Almost that thing worked against me.
Yeah,
it worked against me. Some of my classmates that I went to school, most of them went to school on scholarship, free Hope scholarship.
Yeah.
And I was asking them, they say, no, you don't do that. You don't say that you have certificates. All you need to do is bring your WAEC. They're not going to waive anything. Or you go take GED. I know my friend, she's in California. She said she started all over. She did GED and started all over. Okay? And she was able to get the whole benefit and went to school. So, a lot of people benefited in this country. They still have scholarships and other stuff,
you have to know how the system works, actually.
Yeah, you don't have to know how the system. Even when I went to grad school, they gave me tuition reimbursement. Yes, they did. They gave me tuition up to 20-something thousand. Yes.
No more. That's a lot too.
Yeah. But what happened was that I heard that they have stopped it. That's my job.
Okay. Yeah.
So once you finish your classes, you get the result.
You submit your receipt.
You have within 30 days to submit it.
Yeah.
You submit it and they will refund you. Refund you your money. So these are the benefits, and that's why, see this country, forget it. By the time we get to where they are, forget it, my dear. We can't even, I don't know if we will ever get to this point, even after us. I don't know if we'll be able to get that. Honestly speaking, it's just so unfortunate. Honestly, it's just so unfortunate. They invest in education a lot.
You have to invest. Education is the future of a country.
There are so many things, the government will give you. Somebody, I think I heard somebody on social media talking about you can learn IT. I think it was Zini talking about you can learn IT, whatever, put out the information, 3 months free of charge.
Yeah. In a lot of countries.
The government here in America. So you can imagine, Somebody can take advantage of that, go learn that, and use it and get a job.
If you know how the system works, especially when you are new in abroad, you are a new permanent resident, you can have a lot of benefit. But if you are up there, the high
Oh no, if you are making money, forget it.
Yeah, you just forget about it. So nobody will give it to you. That's why there are people that will deliberately stay on low salary for their children, for them to get all those benefits. But to me, it's not worth it. Let me make the money, I will spend the money, no problem.
Yeah, exactly. Some people
that's the way
me
I think. Yeah,
just to get those benefits for their children.
Yeah, let me make the money, I will spend the money. But
like Paul, like Paul, I don't know why it is.
Yeah, Paul usually explain those stuff. So there are people that sometimes it works for them too. Like in Canada, it's very common, right? Like in Canada, if your family are any less, you have a lot of benefits. Like even your children can go to school for free easily. So if you know how to tweak this, even when you borrow loan, they will approve them for you as grant. They have a lot of opportunity. Even now, federal loan in Canada, student loan is interest free. So if you're a Canadian, they have a lot of benefit too. You just have to know, if you know how to work the system, you can go to school for free. If you understand how the system works. Yeah, that's the advantage of here. I mean, government, they want to encourage you to go to school, right? You know, that's, if you see in Nigeria, that is where we also fail, because when you see the big schools, the top secondary, even primary school, even nursery school, is parents with a lot of money that can afford those schools. They are very expensive. If you go to Lagos now, you will see some kindergarten school, they pay like 2 million naira a year, more than some 5 million a year.
What are they learning?
So how many Nigeria? No, the question you ask yourself, what percentage of Nigeria that can afford it? That's where, instead of Nigeria to focus on public schools, develop them, make them of standard,
they are busy building that. They are busy building. Everybody's busy building.
Even now, they are wiping out our university too, because there are a lot of private universities now.
Unfortunately, not everybody
are literally taking over the government universities, because everybody is looking now. Okay, I don't want my child to spend 6 years in a 4-year course. Let me take it to private school.
And that is the opposite here.
Yeah,
you are going to public school.
4 years.
Here.
Yeah, you have to make that standard. So these children go to private school, spend 4 years, they are out. So same, your child will go to government school, courses of 4 years, they end up spending like 6-7 years. So it's a lot of Nigeria sincerely, if they want to rebuild the country, it's a total, complete overhaul of the system. Everywhere, every corner, education, health sector, every corner, you have to just clean up the system. It's too much mess.
Yeah.
You know, for the system to start functioning, things are just too rotty in the country. This is just the only, everywhere, every corner, you know.
KJ, are you ready to shut it down? Are you tired?
Oh, yeah. Once you guys are okay, I'm okay.
Are you going to work tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
Tomorrow is public holiday now for
I mean, I don't know, you know, some people will work tomorrow. That's why I'm asking.
Me, tomorrow or more.
Yeah.
No, okay, but are you going to work tomorrow, Ify?
No. No, if I'm going to work tomorrow, I would have been on my bed. No.
Okay, so we can come in tomorrow then if you want to.
Okay, tomorrow I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm
tomorrow will be good. I think a lot of people are free tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do like a few hours and then go get ready.
Yes.
For Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
All right. It's nice talking to you guys.
Yes, I want to commend you, Ify. I think you should do more hosting.
Yeah, I second that motion, KJ.
To do
yes.
what?
More hosting. We're making you. We need more.
I'm serious because let me tell you something. Ordinarily,
let me tell you something before you tell me something, KJ. I'm looking for a job that I will be doing. I'm telling you my mind because what I'm seeing, what will happen in Nigeria in 2020, I'm foreseeing the future.
We're looking for
the future. What is going to happen in Nigeria?
Money matter. Money matter.
All of us actually looking for jobs that can give us
Even me,
4
I'm
hours.
looking for job.
Because the truth of the matter is that just like we have been able to expand today, every family in Nigeria needs help.
Wow,
except those politicians who are stealing money. If not, every family in Nigeria needs help. In fact, if you not to immediate family or community, because just like Obe said, if you have everything, you have to live like a prisoner, just like he's living now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if not, you have to make money for the one you take care of your family and the one you give to neighbors, so that your life and that of your family can be preserved. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's only because of what you are giving them that now they can be sure to keep you safe. Yeah. So if whichever way you look at it, we are in trouble. We're in trouble. I mean, you kind of used to say something. Those of us who used to follow, olden days politics and read, he said that this peasant children you don't train today become the enemies of your prince and princesses tomorrow. They will get, and that's what's happening now in Nigeria. I mean, Kanu just died not too long ago. He was warning the government that people are setting up a bad precedence that will not allow Nigeria to develop.
They still don't want to hear.
No, they never heard. Nobody agreed to listen to those people. They continuously to do whatever they are doing.
We have so much money in Nigeria that we don't have no business borrowing money. We have so much money.
Look at where we are today. And the man is still borrowing with 2 hands. Not even 1 hand. He used 2 hands to borrow.
IMF is saying that Tinubu is set to borrow another money again. Tinubu just borrowed 1.2 billion.
Yes. And they're giving him because they're tying all of us up. They're tying everybody. Very soon.
That's why I say concern me. You know why concern me? Because concern me.
Hey, concern me. Hey, you concern all of us.
Everybody go pay.
What do you want me to do, my brother? What do you want me to do? I'm telling you that we are borrowing this money and we are seeing what they're doing with this money. I don't think we'll be complaining.
Here is the problem. In other clans, look at, for instance, American Senate, American House, Assembly. The Congress is telling the president, no, you need to get out of this place. You need to do this. You need to do this. If not, we'll cut off funding. And when they say they've cut off funding, they've cut off funding. You know that you go and use backyard and go and carry money and keep spending. But in Nigeria,
I'm back like a dog and do this and do that and
nobody can control the president. He can do anything. He can say, in fact, I can use your money anyhow. I think they bought a yacht. The yacht, nobody even know where it is. Nigeria don't even know where the yacht is.
Exactly. What happened to that yacht?
They say it's somewhere in the Caribbean. What is he doing there? Oh, okay. They say don't buy jet. He bought one. He bought another one. Who is this carrying?
Do you know how much it costs to maintain that?
They say don't buy new vehicle. Don't buy. You buy new Escalade. The custom mates.
Bulletproof.
They say don't do that. It's doing. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is. One man gave a contract of 15 trillion naira and gave another one of 13 trillion naira. Nobody has ever asked question.
Nobody debated it. The House did not debate.
The House didn't. Nobody said anything.
Did you hear this though? We thought, Buhari said that we will miss him. I never imagined that we'll be here saying that we are missing Buhari. Buhari said that we're gonna miss him. Yeah. We were like, God forbid,
Let me tell you something. If I was Aisha Buhari, by now I will be heading to the press with my publication. This world go shake if Aisha Buhari publish her memo. This world go shake. But she just sat there. And each time I think about her, I say, Madam, I hope you know what you're doing, Shao.
Because she has enough money that will sustain her. That's the only thing she cares about.
The secret that lady has in her hands.
Of course.
They call them they call them Aso Rock Bandit for nothing now. You know, they call them Aso Rock Bandit.
Yeah, she knows a lot.
For the mere fact that she knows those things, it's not only for us or for just to make money, but for the good and the progress of Nigeria. That is why America will always better. Because when they finish, they go write the good, the bad, the ugly, leave them for another American read. They don't hide. They tell you, okay, oh, this decision is taking this way. This is what this role this person played. This is the role this person played. But this is what to conclude. Even though what to conclude is not the interest of America, but this is who took that decision. So people now know how not to do things. And then the institutions are corrected where those mistakes came from. They now go and tweak it. So the next person who is coming will not enter that same hole or do the same thing. That's how they keep blocking and blocking and blocking and blocking until you get something that's close to working well. But our own, take it to the house of our own house of assembly. What they do, they even approve that you can now be forging certificate. They even, you see, after the court covered Tinubu's certificate forgery, the House of Assembly made it official now that you cannot even question anything concerning certificate if it's for election. Tell me, is that how we're going to develop? That's how we're going to. So there are so many things that are everywhere and nobody's doing anything. You know?
Nobody's saying anything.
No.
Tinubu is holding us hostage and we are not going anywhere. That's like the same way he's holding Lagos.
You see, if you know, even the journalists who are reporting, they can't report clearly now. I'm just telling you. They say, no, you can't just, no, you can't do. You go, you write a video, you go say, oh God, now so you want the thing make it be. So it becomes difficult to even, the only other way, before now they used to send, some of those reports, they finish and they send to Sahara reporters to publish. But now even their own devices are being monitored. So even if you want to write, it will be another place when you go. Maybe you go enter business this thing, go post your this thing. You know, anything connected to you.
My dear, let's go with and meet tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, Ify. And then consider what we have suggested. And
no.
Mbakwa, don't say that.
We're going to pay you how much? $200 per hour.
I need to go get a job. Tinubu is the president. Trump is the president. Both of them are not laughing. Okay? So let me go make money. Because if I call you Uncle Deji, I say, send me money. You won't send me. If I say my brother AI, I beg send me money. You will not send me money. I beg make I go hustle. I beg.
Okay. So if you close us now, you thank the person who sent us money. And then tag who are in.
Okay. Okay. So, good evening, people. We are coming to the end of the show. Hopefully, tomorrow is Monday. It's gonna be Memorial Day. We will be coming out, for a few hours tomorrow. For those of you who joined us, Boom Boom Ray. Boom Boom Ray, I didn't see you today. What happened? I hope you are doing well. Who else? Oscar Blackburn, thank you, brother, for stopping by. Guy Owanlele, of course, my brother AY. On politics, I don't know what happened to Via. He said there's something that somebody keep kicking him out.
No, it is his device that keep throwing him out, not me. I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Why would I be kicking him out for what?
Okay, and the people that supported us, of course, we need money to continue running this channel. And thank you, Mr. Rudolph, for giving us your platform. And we're going to draw the curtain tonight. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, we're shutting down.